Hello and welcome to News Now. I am Omobolanle Adeshui. We begin with news that President Muhammad Buhari on Tuesday met behind closed doors with governors of the ruling All Progressives Congress at the presidential villa in Abuja. Although the governors declined to speak with the media after the meeting, it is believed to be in connection with last-minute hunting for a running mate for the party's standard-bearer, Bola Tinubu. The chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum, Governor Atiku Bagudu of Kebbi State, led the governors to the meeting. Since he emerged last Wednesday, Tinubu had been under pressure to produce a running mate. The APC presidential flag bearer has been consulting various party stakeholders with the likelihood of a Muslim ticket. The OHANAEZE Igbo, the Apex Igbo socio-political organization, has reacted to the reported merger between Labour Party, LP, and the New Nigeria People Party, NNPP. OHANAEZE's Secretary General, Mazi Okechukwu Isiguzoro, warned LP's presidential candidate, Peter Obi, against accepting any arrangement that would make him a running mate of NNPP's Rabiu Kwankwaso. Report had it that NNPP and LP are in talks over the possibility of merging ahead of the 2023 presidential election. However, OHANAEZE's Secretary General, Mazi Okechukwu Isiguzoro, said Obi would lose his popularity if he accepted to be Kwankwaso's running mate. Isiguzoro said the widely reported anticipated merger between NNPP and LP would strengthen the chances of Peter Obi and Rabiu Kwankwaso winning the presidential election in 2023. The federal government has announced new regulations for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and other internet platforms operating in Nigeria. Nigeria's National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, released the regulations 5 months after a 6-month ban on Twitter. A draft copy of the Code of Practice mandates internet platforms to act promptly in obeying court order directing a platform to provide any information under its domain or any assistance to any authorized government agency for the purpose of carrying out an investigation, combating cybercrime, or prosecuting an offense. NITDA said the objective of the new code is to set out best practices that will make the digital ecosystem safer for Nigerians and non-Nigerians in Nigeria. The government agency said the guidelines were developed in collaboration with the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, and National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, as well as input from interactive computer service platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Google, and TikTok, among others. Before lifting the ban, the Nigerian government said Twitter agreed to 5 conditions it is imposing on other social media platforms. And as part of activities to mark the World Blood Donor Day, WBDD today, June 14, the World Health Organization, WHO, has decried acute blood shortage in Nigeria and other middle and low-income countries, even as it urged mandatory screening for human immunodeficiency virus, HIV, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, and syphilis before any blood donation. The slogan for this year's commemoration is "Donating blood is an act of solidarity. Join the effort and save lives." The WBDD is aimed at raising global awareness of the need for safe blood and blood products for transfusion. The WHO, in a statement, said the national blood system should be governed by a policy and legislative framework to promote the uniform implementation of standards and consistency in the quality and safety of blood and blood products. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, has ordered soldiers and officers to shun all forms of partisanship in the 2023 electoral process. He ordered the review of rules of engagement and code of conduct for Operation Safe Conduct for soldiers during the 2023 general elections. Operation Safe Conduct is a military exercise designed to safeguard the electoral process by the Army hierarchy. Yahaya handed the order at the second quarter Chief of Army Staff Conference in Abuja. He also charged personnel to remain apolitical while providing an enabling environment for the electoral process. A federal high court in Abuja on Tuesday convicted and sentenced to 2 years imprisonment two co-defendants in a suit filed by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, against suspended DCP ABBA KYARI over an alleged drug deal. Justice MENAKA in the judgment said having admitted to having committed the offense preferred against them in counts 5, 6, and 7 by the NDLEA, Chibuna Umeibe and Emeka Ezenwani, who are 6th and 7th defendants, are hereby convicted accordingly. Justice Nwite therefore sentenced them to 2 years imprisonment on each of 5, 6, and 7. He said the terms, which shall run concurrently, would commence from the day the defendants were arrested by the NDLEA. The two defendants, Umeibe and Ezenwani, who are 6th and 7th defendants respectively in the matter, are the two alleged drug traffickers arrested at the Akanu Ibiam International Airport in Enugu by the Nigerian police and handed over to the NDLEA. They had pleaded guilty to 5, 6, and 7 counts preferred against them by the Anti-Narcotic Agency. The Sokoto State Emergency Management Agency has paid an on-the-spot assessment to not fewer than 70 houses that were destroyed by a windstorm in Al-Hazan community area of Tambuwal local government area of Sokoto State. Speaking while hosting SEMA officials, led by the Director General of the agency, Nasir Aliyu, the district head of the community, Tukoro Tambuwal, disclosed that close to 100 houses were affected by the windstorm. He commended Governor Aminu Tambuwal for responding to the cries of the people of the community. The chairman of Tambuwal local government, Honorable Nasir Tambuwal, commended the state government for the visit. He urged SEMA to double its effort in bringing succor to the victims so as to cushion the effect of the damages. He said most of the victims had become homeless, sleeping either with friends and family at the local government area council. The BAUCHI Police Command has suspended the curfew imposed on Yelwan, Sakani, Lukshi, and Anguwan Kusu communities of BAUCHI local government. The Commissioner of Police, Umar Sanda, said the curfew was suspended following improvement of security in the affected areas. A 24-hour curfew was imposed on the communities in response to the crisis believed to have been ignited by 2 youth groups in the area. 3 people were killed and several others injured, as well as over 20 houses razed. The suspension of the curfew was contained in a statement by the Command's Police Public Relations Officer, PPRO, Ahmed Mohammed Wakil. We'll take a commercial break now. When we come back, we'll bring you news from Africa and the rest of the world. Please stay with us.